remarkable woman. High social standing, a woman of great wealth, a television personality, accustomed to power, not the least of which she depicted in this courtroom. A lioness protecting her cub. Quite a performance. But not the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that this spoiled, privileged, vindictive woman acted on an old grudge against Mitch Laurence. She actually killed a man in cold blood, and in her arrogance, assumed no one would care enough to even slap her. Now, let me remind you that Mitch Laurence is not accused of any crime here. He may have been a despicable, dangerous man, but actually he suffered from a brutal crime. Dorian Lord went to the Waterside Inn and managed to run away from men who could have subdued Mr. Laurence, not because she's so brave or so stupid, but because she didn't want any witnesses. She wanted and planned to murder Mitch Laurence, and she did what she planned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the heart and core of premeditated murder, and if there is to be justice done in this court, you will find Dorian Lord guilty of first-degree murder.
We've heard today stories of two completely different women. Dorian Lord as created by the prosecutor, a creature of unimaginable vindictiveness and brutality. And the Dorian Lord who was hysterical with fear for her child, who abandoned all caution and confronted a cold-blooded killer face to face. And against all odds, with the strength that only a mother in defense of her young could summon, she vanquished that killer. Now, let me remind you that Dorian Lord entered that room to confront Mitch Laurence with no weapon but her courage. I mean, let's suppose that she did plan to murder this man. She might have brought along a gun or a knife or a club or something. She had none of those things. Miss Sanders' Dorian Lord is something right out of a Gothic horror novel. The real Mrs. Lord, the real Mrs. Lord. The real Mrs. Lord is someone that all of us can recognize, for who among us would not have done the same to protect our young? Mitch Laurence abused the Holy Bible for his own selfish and immoral needs, but that book remains a bedrock of wisdom for us all. So from that holy book, let us recall the words, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." Do not cast a stone at Dorian Lord. She is innocent. I ask you to bring back a verdict of not guilty on the grounds of defense of others. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard the evidence. You have heard the eloquent pleas of gifted counsel urging you in two different directions. You've heard a woman admit she killed the deceased in this case. And you have heard that there are mitigating circumstances absolving the accused of guilt. Now, it is the glory of our judicial system that a person accused of a crime, however grave, and whatever the circumstances, is deemed innocent of that crime until proven guilty in a court by the jury. Now, the prosecution asks you to find Dorian Lord guilty of premeditated murder. The defense rests its case on the theory of defense of others. Now we await your verdict.
You did a wonderful, wonderful job. But I don't think they believed a word of it. I did it. I'm the one who ruined my case. But I think I may have ruined the rest of my